Hey there! Welcome to SkyGems Academy podcast. At SkyGems Academy, our vision is to build a community of new generation leaders with strong core values, high level of self-awareness, high self-worth, and passionate individuals who will give back to the community and the environment. We are focused on delivering high-quality blended online learning of 21st century life skills delivered and taught online, practiced and perfected offline. Our philosophy is to inspire, educate, and nurture. We work towards inspiring and igniting sparks. We listen, we coach, we fine-tune and accelerate the mastery of 21st century life skills for various age groups. Our blended learning programs are curated from the early years to above 60 years old, as we believe in providing high-quality, lifelong learning for everyone. SkyGems Academy Podcast Series 1: How COVID-19 Transformed the Education Industry. We will take you inside the minds and behind the scenes of 40 exclusive leaders and educators in the education industry. We've interviewed 40 exclusive educators and leaders in the education industry worldwide, starting with China, where the pandemic initially started. You will hear from the leaders in the education industry sharing candidly their views on the possible changes that will take place in the education industry post-COVID-19. Be sure to tune in to SkyGems Academy Podcast Series 1 to listen and learn from the amazing stories, experiences shared, challenges faced, and techniques used by educators in different cities and countries to adapt and overcome their challenges personally as well as professionally in their respective roles in the education industry during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, let's dive into SkyGems Academy Podcast Series 1. Introducing to you our host, Alyssa.
Hey guys, it's Alyssa. Hope everyone is keeping well. SkyGems Academy Podcast is a passion project that my team and I kicked off in early 2020. As we are all facing the unprecedented events and experiences impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, we find that there is an urgent need to unite the global community of educators and leaders to progress forward together. Our main objective is to create a platform for all global leaders and global communities to come together to document these historic moments for our future generations. SkyGems Academy Podcast is a platform for everyone from all around the world to share, listen, learn, communicate, collaborate, and come together to network and help one another to pull through this very challenging period that has impacted the global community. In each episode of SkyGems Academy Podcast Series 1, How COVID-19 Transformed the Education Industry, you will find yourself immersed and engaged in in-depth discussions and thought leadership in various aspects of education, technology, humanity, diversity, disparity, and collaborations in the education space. We are very grateful and sincerely appreciate each and every one of you who has motivated us, encouraged us, contributed in your own very special ways, especially our 40 exclusive guest speakers from all around the world. A big thank you to all, and a big shout out to all of you. SkyGems Academy Podcast speaker number 23 is Vahid Husen Sayyad. Vahid is an international educational trainer from India and is based in Gujarat, India. He has been working in the education industry for more than 13 years. Vahid is the founder and COO of English Zone. He is also the founder and director of One Step Educational Solutions. He has more than 13 years of experience in teaching English and communication skills, IELTS, career counseling, parenting and teachers training. We need to get our students to be more skillful. We need to focus on STEAM education system. STEAM will be something that is going to help them, said Vahid. Now I'm pleased to present to you Vahid Husen Sayyad.
Today, we have the honor and privilege to have Mr. Vahid Husen Sayyad, based all the way from Gujarat, India, to be with us as our special guest in our podcast episode at SkyGems Podcast. Hi, Vahid. Good afternoon to you, or good morning to you in Gujarat, India. How are you doing today? Welcome to SkyGems Podcast.
Hello, Lisa. It's really good to be with you. It's morning, still morning.
I
We are a
know.
little bit away from the afternoon,
Yes.
and the atmosphere is good. It started raining. Yeah, it's still a bit hot, but it's really good over here.
Fantastic to have you in our SkyGems podcast episode for today, Vahid. Such an honor and
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Thank you so much. I think it'd be nice for you to say hello and introduce yourself to everyone on our SkyGem podcast episode for today. If I may hand over to you to do a short introduction of yourself. Over to you, Vahid.
Thank you so much, Aliza, for giving me this opportunity. Hello,
Thank you,
everybody.
Vahid.
Myself, Vahid Husen Sayyad, and I'm from India. I have been in the education industry for more than 13 years. I have started teaching with a small group of students, and slowly, gradually, I have started working with the organizations, and then I got the opportunity to lead one of the group of colleges as the campus coordinator and media and event coordinator. After that, I have got into the schooling, got the opportunity to work as principal. Over there, I have realized so many things, how the educational systems are working and what the things are missing. Because when I used to teach or lead the higher education, I was always thinking about what is wrong with the
Mm,
students as they are not able to find out their own way. Then when I have gone to the schooling system, I realized there are some missing parts in that. So while working as a principal, I have started doing some of the educational experiments and have started giving training programs to the teachers. And I got opportunity in 2017 to become an international educator. I represented India in one of the biggest conference in 2017 at Baku, and I was the first and only Indian over there. But then I realized the issue is global. Before that, I
mm,
was thinking it's related to my place, my region, or
I
it's
see.
related to India. But then I realized the issue of educational system is all over the world. And then I have started getting into with different international organizations, and I came across with a lot of good, intelligent people, and we have started working together. And before like 6 months, I have decided to not to do the job, and I have started
Mm,
two of my organizations. One of them is English Zone. English Zone is basically providing training programs to every person, whether you are in India or not. We provide it online, offline, every kind of mode, and this from basic to A plus level, like O level English you can learn. We also provide TESOL, we provide training for IELTS. We provide ESL training programs, grammar teaching, also for handwriting skills and also communication skills programs. Like we specifically focus on the students to communicate in a better way that they can understand things around them and they can use their own logical thinking. So English Zone is related to that. Another organization is One Step Educational Solution. This is basically to provide training programs to the teachers and the institutions and also for the individuals based on their own requirement. It is also giving opportunity for the organizations to purchase or buy or sell anything from their side, because sometimes you don't have idea to run a school how many things are required or any organization. So what we do, you just come up with your dream and we'll provide you every single thing which is connected to the educational thing and like material or services or the books, anything. So OSS is related to that. So these are my two organizations, and I'm happy to be part of this podcast. I hope you are going to enjoy the session.
Thank you, Vahid, for sharing such amazing journey of your career, and also representing India in 2017 was an amazing experience. I'm pretty sure. Really appreciate you sharing, and we are very honored and very privileged to have a award winner from India representing India in 2017 in our podcast series, a SkyGem podcast. Thank you, Vahid. As you mentioned earlier, the education industry has been going through quite a lot of challenges and also changes across the years. But with COVID-19 pandemic that hit us also suddenly in 2020, early this year, we find that there is a major shift that is happening, which is why we are documenting this in the podcast today, and we'd like to hear your views. But very first of all, we'd like to hear from you, Vahid. I'm sure the listeners are also very interested to know, how do you feel about the current COVID-19 pandemic situation?
I feel this is unexpected thing and it is really challenging for all of us. It has challenged the human abilities. The thing which we have been doing for years are not so much common anymore. We used to walk around, we used to shake hands, we are hugging people, holding each other, showing love. It's no more the common. And the thing which is going to be changed is now human is not going to be more physically with people but more emotionally with each other. It's about human, and at the another end you can see the nature is beautifying itself, and it is the pollution ratio is reduced. It is a good effect of that, but another side it's really dangerous, as we were not ready for this. We were really not aware what is going to happen. We were not aware how we are going to react on that. Specifically, with the workers or the industries, they shut down, and the people that has to go through a lot of things. And this was shocking, actually. And it was not shocking for one person or one country. It is for all over the world. Everybody is going through the shock right now. Slowly, we are getting out of this, and we need to start thinking after, if we are in the same situation, not only this thing, if we are going to be in the same situation again, then what steps should we take? What things are going to make us better for this world, for this earth? And this is what I'm feeling like about this situation.
I mean, it is so well summarized in what you just shared. And to me, it is really a situation that we're all not prepared for. And we're all trying to cope and adapt at the same time, and trying to move forward as a community. True. Thank you for sharing your feeling, Vahid. During this period where we are all going through these challenges and also like a period of uncertainty, would you be able to share with the listeners what are some of the challenges that you faced during this period?
First challenge was when you are a teacher, you are habituated to go to your class, you meet your students, you share, you talk, you discuss. This was the first challenge, to bringing everything online in the education system. And when you are really not ready, so many teachers, like almost 90% of teachers were not ready for this kind of educational system. And almost 100% of students were not ready for this kind of system. So it was the biggest challenge in the educational sector. Second one was when the things started shutting down and under the lockdown, people were not aware what to do, and they were really not aware which are going to be the essential needs. If you're under the lockdown, what will you need the most? If you have seen in America, people were running behind the toilet paper.
Yes, a lot of that going on across the world.
Yeah,
right?
so we were not really aware what is the actual need. Toilet paper is not the basic need. There are so many other things. So the challenges were different. Challenges are still different. We are not really aware that what is going to happen next. So we need to understand this thing. Like the simply one thing you can understand, the biggest challenge is we are not independent. We are living in independent countries, but we are not independent. We are dependent on every single thing. We don't even know how to fix our tap. We are not aware how to fix our electricity. So we are simply dependent for something on somebody. So this is what I feel like. This is the biggest challenge, that we are not actually independent. So the world is facing, and this is why the things are looking so worse. This is why people want to go out and find out things. If you are independent, actually independent, then you won't face this kind of issues. Not That's like true. 70% issues you won't face.
That is true. We are all interconnected and dependent on each other. We live in a connected world, isn't it? Yeah. So it's really true. Yeah. During this period, when you go through those challenges, What are the changes that you have to make to adapt?
I, as I said, being independent. This is
Mm-hmm.
the first thing one should start doing. Everybody should have the basic skills for living. Everybody should know how to grow their own grains and have small garden around their house or something like that. They
Yeah.
don't need to run out for food. They can have their own meal ready in front of themselves. I know everybody cannot have this thing, but you can start with your terrace garden, or you can have your balcony as that, or sometimes you can use
Mm.
anywhere. You can start it. This is a small start. We know that we cannot do everything. We cannot have cows and buffaloes for the milk. This is not going to happen. But still, this is one basic thing. Another important thing to me is like everybody must understand that you are connected, but you must not be dependent. If you are connected, you can start sharing things with people, but you need to be really aware that you are not going to be like in a zone where you are going to be, or somebody else is going to be harmful to you. So this is what we should start doing. We all should start understanding and start getting skills, small skills, like repairing things by ourselves, repairing a car, like small fixed things and
Life
everything.
skills, yeah. Life skills that will
Yes,
help you
life.
to survive. Something that will help
Yeah,
you
to
survive.
survive.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Well said. Well said. How did you overcome those challenges that you face? Is there any tips that you can share?
Yes, I'm not saying that I'm a perfect one and I have come out of everything. The challenges are still there.
Mm.
Like sometimes you are being dependent on internet. Some people
Yeah.
will start thinking about getting skills, and they will start watching videos online. And somewhere in the world, you will not find out the internet and what to do. But if you know this thing, the people, those who are having less connectivity with internet, they are more skillful right now. So if you think
Mm.
you want to get skilled, you need to start reducing your uses of internet every day, at
Mm.
least 1 hour. Okay, so when you start doing that, you will start getting more skillful. You will spend more time with your own people, your own family. You will understand them better. You will know how many skillful people are in your family only. They know different things. Like your mother, she knows better cooking. Your wife, she knows ironing and washing clothes. You can share. You can start doing something. Like if you cannot do something, let them do their work. You can help them in their work. Slowly, gradually, you will start getting those skills too. You're going to start helping them in cooking, washing, cleaning, and slowly, gradually, you will start learning. So, for overcoming these challenges, what I have started doing, like I was not so much into household work earlier. When I
Mm-hmm.
used to study by myself and I used to live in hostel, I could just wash the clothes and do that clothing thing. But then at home, I have started washing and cleaning things, and then I learned so many things in that way. But rest of the skills are really useful. Like when you have power cut and you know what
Yeah.
to do. If
Yep.
you have some issues with your fan or your air conditioner or your scooter, your car, you are doing something and repairing it, and you are learning things. Like
Mm.
we had 1, 2, 3 days only that we had the issue of power cut, and at the same time we didn't have water because we could not take the water out of the well. At
I
that
see.
time, what we did, the essential things, what we wanted, we kept it reduced. What how for 12 hours we stored the water, just 12 hours, and we understood that we are not going to do this thing. Okay, like in this situation, we are supposed to wash hands frequently, so we have started using sanitizer more than the soap, because if you are
Mm.
going to use the soap, you are going to use the water. So one has to understand this thing. We need to go with the alternative options. Every day you will feel new challenge, and you need to find out new solution.
Excellent. That's a really good sharing there. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Wahid, the education industry, and you like fully point out at the beginning, there's changes that is happening throughout. But we'd like to hear from you. How did COVID-19 change the education industry? And what are your views on the education industry post COVID-19?
it has changed it completely. Students
Mm.
are not inside the school. Everybody is saying that every home is being a school. Home is already a school because a child is being there for more than 14, 15 hours. So home is already a school. But now the child is being at home and online education is going on. And actually, I have gone through so many schools videos and the webinars and everything. I find them active. They are being so active, but less productive. Why am I saying that?
Mm.
Because they are not really aware what is going to engage their students if they are online.
Mm-hmm.
Online teaching and the physical teaching has completely different way. Here you cannot show your gestures, postures, your expressions, face expressions, body language. You cannot do it. Maximum you can show your face expression and the video recorded, or if you are teaching on a board, it is hard for a student to read that through a mobile screen or a tablet
Yeah,
screen.
it's not easy.
So,
You're right.
so that has changed a lot of things. So many people are doing a lot of efforts. Some of them are doing really good efforts, and it is appreciated. But we need to find out more particular solutions for the education industry right now. And the post one, what I feel like after this, as I said, we need to get our students more skillful. We need to focus on STEAM education system. STEAM will be something that is going to help them. STEAM, I think everybody knows that science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. When I talk about art, it's not only about the fine arts. Every kind of thing which is related with not mathematics or engineering or technology, it is called art. So cooking is art. Okay, farming is art. Ironing, washing, everything that is called art. So when we focus on that part, we will at least create a generation which will be independent, which will have their own logical thinking. They can decide what to do. They can focus on their future challenges. They will be aware what are the future issues, and they will be doing it better. So this is what I
Fantastic.
feel. After
Mm.
post-COVID, schools should start, and they should start like we are really not aware what nature is going to do next. So it's better that we get our generation more independent.
Got it. That is well said. I think it's a good summary of the future for all of us, right? To be really be more independent in terms of education. Thank you so much, Wahid, for sharing. Wahid,
Mhm.
would like to know whether there's any new normal for yourself.
Okay, new normal for me.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, Keeping distance,
Hmm.
not by emotions or feelings or heart, just physical distance. Okay,
Yep.
and always covering my face with the mask, whether I'm
Hmm.
going outside for a moment, being so much hygiene, like keeping yourself clean all the time. You cannot avoid this for a moment. You need to do this. It is the essential thing. Nothing else you can do. You can just keep yourself clear, clean,
Yep.
and more hygiene. That is the helpful. Again, with the food habit, we need to eat fresh only. We
Hmm.
cannot go with something which is not really good. We need to go with more homemade food than the junk food. Also, regular exercise,
Hmm.
walking or
Yep.
dancing or running or something, anything which is comfortable for you or which will boost your immunity. Also,
Yes.
have some food regular in diet, like which provides you proper protein, the vitamins that will boost your immunity. So again, the homemade food, not the junk food, and this is going to work for you. So this is
So
new normal for me.
very good. Very hygienic, very healthy, and very careful in terms of yeah, the surroundings as well as for yourself. Well said there, Wahid.
Thank
Wahid,
you
now
so
we
much.
come to a very important part of our podcast episode, SkyGem podcast episode. We would like to know what would your messages be for the future generations?
To future generation or the present generation, the only message I have this: don't do preparation, just be prepared. Because people have been preparing hospitals and things and infrastructures, but still they are not enough. They are not enough for anybody. So you need to be prepared for anything. When you are prepared, you can face any problem and you can go. Not only in this situation, like if you know you are going to have one exam after 2 months, 3 months, or after a year, and you're preparing for that, it won't help you. But if you have been preparing for years with just one focus, that you want to learn something or you want to improve something in yourself, so that preparation will make you prepared. You are prepared. Like for years, you have done this thing. So keep things in your practice. Be prepared. No need to do preparation. Like if you suddenly know that tomorrow something is going to happen and you start doing preparation right now, it won't help you that much. But if you are having it in your regular habits and just make the things in your habits, and I just said like being healthy, hygienic, and this will be something you need to do. And first and foremost thing is like nothing is more important than your life. So keep yourself safe. This is something what you need.
Well said. Life is precious. Thank you, Vahid. Thank you so much for making time for SkyGem podcast, and thank you for sharing all the insights, all the suggestions, all the experiences that you have gone through, and we'll be sharing your vision as well with the rest of us. So thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. Vahid, thank you so much once again, and we hope to see you very soon in Gujarat one day. I hope to see you and have a meal with you. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for inviting me over here. And I'm really glad that I got opportunity to share my views and my little bit of knowledge with people. And I'm glad that everybody is going to enjoy the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vahid. Take care.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode at SkyGems Academy Podcast Series 1 on the topic of how COVID-19 transformed the education industry. If you enjoyed today's episode and you love the vision and mission of SkyGems Academy, can you please help us to convince others to tune in to SkyGems Academy Podcast too? Please kindly subscribe to SkyGems Academy Podcast. Please also kindly leave a quick review and rate SkyGems Academy Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor.fm, Breaker, and various SkyGems Academy's podcast channels. That would mean the world to us, so thank you so much for your support. Visit our website at www.skygemsacademy.com to find out more about our distinguished speakers and about SkyGems Academy. We appreciate you and your continuous support. Thank you for tuning in to SkyGems Academy Podcast. High five and peace out.